This is the only place you need to go if you need cheap and fast coins to build your God Squad. Hands down, they have the cheapest prices. Make sure you go to MMOXP.com and use code WOLF for 5% off. Link is in the description.
Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to do something different. A video that I've never done really on the channel, but I want to get you guys feedback. Let me know what you think. Any ideas that you want to share, put it in the comments, bro. So anything that you can provide some feedback, let me know if I should include anything, remove anything. For today's video, we're going to go over the depth chart setup for certain defenses. So we're going to use the Packers because it is the competitive team in regs. If you're playing regs, I can do the depth chart for people that play regs or whatever modes you're in that use these rosters. Before we get into it, man, make sure you drop a like, especially on this video. I'm going to need the likes as much as I can get. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, become a member of the Wolfpack. Link is in the description. Now, when I play my regs games, I don't really take them too serious unless I'm playing super competitive. So let's assume we're playing super competitive in today's video. Let's just assume we got to set up our defense. We got to set up what defense we're going to use, and that's the depth chart that I'm going to be rocking with. Okay, so first things first, I'll be in the multiple defense defensive playbook. That didn't even sound right. All right, so right here we have the formations in this playbook. 3-4 odd, which I love. There's 3-4 cub. We used it at the beginning of the year because it had a very good disengage blitz. I had a 3-4 cub, but they patched it, so we don't really use the 3-4 cub. I go to 3-4 odd to send the blitz off the edge. Now you can set up this depth chart for the 3-4 odd, but all you really want to do for this formation, because I use the blitzing aspect of it, is I put my fastest outside linebackers on the edges. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is the 3-3-5. So here on my cornerback matchups, I go by speed. On my, what is this? Hard flats, clouds, and soft squats, I set these to 10. And the reason I do that is because they play like soft squats minus the man up matching principle. So they'll just stay in the zones. They won't take off somewhere else in man defense. They'll play what they're supposed to. And here I start these at 25 and I'll go to 30 if I really need to. But however, I usually leave those on 10 and 25. And of course, if you're playing against someone that's running option, you put this on conservative. However, we don't have that problem today because it's with Tom Brady. So by speed, 10, 25, and that's what we're really going to concentrate on today. Now, like I said, 3-3-5. This is for the 3-3-5 setup. I don't like none of this lineup right here because T.Y. Summers, these are all linebackers. We have to get the linebackers out of there and put the best players that we can for key positions. All right. So to start it off, if I'm going to be running man defense, this is how I'm going to want to do it. You'll notice that Darnell Savage is back here. He's the guy that I want to move. He's he's playing the safety position. He's a free safety in the back, running a deep blue if I'm playing man defense. However, I want him to be my user. So let's go ahead and go to the depth chart. Let's start off with the user for the Packers. So free safety, and I'll show you why I like him and why I would use him. His speed is 93, his acceleration is 91, but most importantly, okay, his change of direction, okay, is 86. Now, Amos is the same, but I want Amos back there. Okay, I need him back there. So I would rather use Savage as far as a user. So 86 change of direction, and his speed is 93. The acceleration is 91. So we need to get him there. So for this one right here, we're going to go ahead and take him out, and we're going to replace him with, I want to say it's Holman. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Holman's stats, and just so you guys can see, because I can't put Holman in that position, it can only be safeties. But if we go to the cornerbacks, the guy that I'm replacing him with is K. Holman, who's got a speed of 93, acceleration of 91, agility of 90. He's a very good cornerback as far as speed for what I need. You know, his change of direction is an 86. So for him to take that position, I feel very confident in having him back there so I can have the better user. So we're going to switch those two guys right there. So right here, take Savage out, and then we'll put Holman. Now, since I'm running man defense, my user is always going to be to the left side right here where Ty Summers in. All we're going to do is we're going to patch in Savage to that guy. Okay, so patch in Savage. Now here we have two linebackers that we need to get rid of. And the two guys that you can switch in between is going to be Green. And the next guy is going to be, I guess, Scott or Redmond. whichever one. Let's look at the Scott and Redmond free safeties that we have left to use in that formation. So free safeties for this position. Redmond has a 90 speed and this guy has 88. So you already know Redmond. You guys know what time it is. So we're going to patch him into the lineup there. Make sure we have everybody where we want him. And then we'll put him in that position right here. So now what we have is a very good secondary matched by speed. We have a really good user on the Packers. Now, where I don't show you guys in my gameplays is the defensive line, because I sort of keep that to myself so people won't be using it. However, there are people that are smart enough to know better, right? So I'm going to share with what I do with the defensive line. Now, all I do is I take Montravius Adams out and I take Dean Lowry out and I put linebackers. Now, the reason I do that is because the Packers have a very good linebacker, Z Smith here, and on the right you're gonna get P Smith. Now, why am I doing this? It's simple, okay? Let's go ahead and look at the starters for the left end and the right end for the Packers and compare them to the linebackers for what we want them to do. So let's go ahead and do Ellie, and I replaced Lowry with Z Smith or P Smith. I can't remember what I did right there. But let's go ahead and look at the stats. So Larry compared to, he's a 76 speed. Z Smith is an 80 speed. His strength's an 86, but Z Smith's an 84. So we minus 2 points right here. But agility, we have 73 and 72. However, the thing that I'm looking for in this one, right, is going to be the power moves and the finesse moves. And this is where they take off apart from each other. So right here, Z Smith has a 91 power move, while Larry has a 76 power move. Finesse moves, my man Z Smith has a 79 and 62 finesse moves. So if you look at P Smith right under him, right, he's still better than Lowry, especially for the edge. So block shedding right here, look at this. Z Smith to 73, 2 below, which you probably really want block shedding for the run game. However, you're not really going to stop the run game all that well in the 3-3-5. You will have to audible to the 3-3-5 wide if someone's really just pounding it on you, bro. Pause. All right, if they're pounding you, pause. All right, so right there, you're going to see if we go to right end, it's going to be the same thing. So Adams right here, his speed compared to P Smith, 82-76. His strength is an 81 to 86. So his strength can't really break, but what we're looking for is the ability that some of these guys have that we can utilize. Okay, so as you come through the same setups, you're going to notice that the same thing, the finesse moves, power moves, all going to be better. This is what we want in our formation. So we're going to put the linebackers down there. It was kind of like Mutt with the Vernon Davis combination with someone else. I can't remember. It was like last year we used to use it. Okay, so with Zadarius Smith in the lineup, all right, and we pick cover 2 man because this is what we're setting the depth chart up for, is cover 2 man. With him in the lineup, let me just pick a formation random, okay? You'll notice that Smith has his own abilities. Now, what abilities? Because remember, we put him in there ourselves. What abilities does he have that we can use? He has out of my way, dominant impact, block wins versus wide receivers, halfbacks, and tight ends. Okay, so if they block him, he's got dominant impact blocks. Mr. Big Stop, start 3rd and 4th down with half of your pass rush points. And then the edge, I guess that's for users, but this is the one I like right here. Edge threat elite, dominant edge rush power rush moves and increase QB pressure. So you see what I'm saying right here? This is why we're going to have him here. This is why we take the bum out and put the guys with abilities on the outside, because it's ability based. Here we go again right here. So, and then we have my man Clark, who has inside stuff for people running inside zones and instant rebate, successful block sheds, grant a pass rush point. And then Smith is just a decent overall person. So we have everybody matched up to speed from what I think. I don't think these guys, it just depends. King, we'll have to mess with it. So the defensive setup is I press shade over the top, shade inside, put these guys in clouds, okay, like this, and I shade inside. Make sure you shade over the top. And then you can take, I always mess with Clark and put him on a 3-rec hook, or sometimes I'll leave him on a pass rush. I'm going to put him on a 3-rec hook and leave these guys out there. You can play down low to try to make it a one-on-one versus the outside pass rusher, like I'm doing right there, and then jump out. You'll notice that pass rush is going to be, you see what I'm saying? It's a 2-man pass rush, but we have people in key positions to stop stuff. So press, shade over the top, boom, boom, shade inside. bluff blitz this guy to put him in a 3 rec hook, spread the line. You see that? Spread them so they get outside angles. And then we play low to try to engage someone on a 1v1 with this defensive setup. Now I'm watching running back angles. So this is a run. Okay, this is where you're gonna struggle, is when they run the ball. So you're gonna have to mess with that. All right, so here we go again. Press, shade over the top, shade inside, cloud flats, spread the line, bluff blitz. This is the defensive setup. This is what I recommend you use if you're gonna use this depth chart, and they're gonna run the ball again. We're getting there, but like I said, it's hard. It's hard to stop the run like this. Hopefully they don't pick a run this time, bro. Hopefully. Shade inside. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and stay down here to pick up a 1v1 block. Right here. Just like that. Now he caught it, obviously, but it's give or take. It's gonna happen. It's not one. Some of them are, if you see my gameplays, I pick those off a lot. Here we go again. Same thing. Let's just see what we get. Let's try to get the 1v1 block. Boom. Bounce off. This guy's coming through, sending someone in because it looked like he was trying to run, and just like that, put the clamps on him, bro. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know. Give me your feedback, what you think. Love you guys, man. Peace.